Alright guys, well I figured out why this isn't working right, and my washer idea won't work because the washer, well, it wouldn't work anyway, but the washer goes over the threaded part. However, it won't go over the shaft part of it, so, and it needs to. So anyway, but that's not the reason it doesn't work. Keep in mind I didn't pay anything for this wheel, so I'm not really out anything other than my time now. If you look at the silver wheel, which is the original, take a look at how the splines come right to the edge of the wheel. If you look at this one, they're inset. So what's happening is that inner spacer is filling this gap, going in too much, and the reason it doesn't seem off more than it is if you look at the two wheels. It's pretty obvious. Sorry, my lighting in here sucks, but the surface, this surface, is virtually flush with the wheel. I don't know, I guess you can see that. That's the wheel that I got for free. The brake drum is sort of inset more. If you look at the correct wheel, the center of the hub is centered more in the center of the tire rather than offset. See, it's pretty obvious that this part of the wheel is pushed more to the center of the tire, and the brake drum is also more in the center of the tire. So the hub is pushed more to the middle, whereas this one, the hub is pushed more to the edge of the tire. So I could probably make it work with either making this spacer, go to a machine shop and have them redo that spacer. The thing that concerns me is even if I get it to work, the splines are the same. They're the same length. So I've got the same amount of spline on there. However, the tire is going to end up offset, to one direction or the other. So the wheel won't be centered in the same place as that wheel is. So unfortunately, I think what I'm going to need to do is, sorry, somebody's driving by here. I'm going to have to see if I can find a replacement wheel that actually is supposed to go on this scooter. That wheel, I think, actually came from a 50cc scooter. I mean, if you look at it, the wheel design is exactly the same. It's got the same pattern of holes in it and everything. Although, actually it's extremely obvious right here how they differ. Look at the valve stem. It's on this side, and on this one, the valve stem goes through. It goes through from the back side, this little cut. See? So, I mean, that's essentially how much it's offset. See, that one's like that, and that one is like that. It comes in from the back side. So, anyway, I've got if anybody lives in Cincinnati, I've got a red scooter wheel, 50cc. I think it's for a 50cc, that I'll probably be willing to give away. Tire shot, although I did plug it, and it does hold air. But and I put a new Schrader valve in the valve stem, and it seems to hold air okay. But anyway, so I'm going to be looking for a replacement wheel, and hopefully you guys can give me some suggestions as to where to find one for this scooter. I may try to go back over to the scooter store now that I have this wheel off and see if they have one, that's the same. Unfortunately, I didn't have it with me to compare. So the guy he pulled something off the shelf and said, "Does that look like it?" And I was like, "Yeah." And all I had was a photo to take with me. So not really their fault, it's my fault. But anyway, scooter's apart. Scooter runs with the new pod filter, and we'll see how it goes. But unfortunately, she's going to be off the road for a little bit. One other thing I did is I greased here where the brake actuates the drums, the pads. So anyway, that's it. If you guys have any suggestions, I'd appreciate it. The exhaust came off okay. Had these nice long nuts to go on the top of it. So far, I mean, the construction of the scooter actually seems pretty good, other than the fact that the wheel's, you know, defective, but it's the way it goes sometimes. Anyway, thanks guys. See ya.